Rogue decks to play. Let's talk about it. So I'm just gonna start straight into the video. Fire King. So reason why you guys should be playing Fire Kings if you guys want to play a rogue deck and or picking Fire Kings up, despite the fact that it's a really hard deck to pilot, the deck is really freaking good. Shout outs to Dinkabooey, the dude who won the most recent YCS in Europe with Fire King, putting everybody on with how amazing that deck is. The deck has tons of extenders, the deck has board wipes, the deck is very resilient to the Rizo deck, and the deck has so much potential that it kind of plays through most of the metagame decks. And I guess the best part about the deck is, guys, it is a structure deck. An old structure deck that is, but you can find most of the bulk online. You guys can find cores. You really only have to pick up the new Fire King girl, which I think she did jump up to 20 to 30 bucks. However, with that being said, it is a very small investment compared to how other Yu-Gi-Oh decks are. The extra deck is pretty pricey as well. However, with that being said as well, a lot of time that deck, you're using the bulk extra deck from the structure deck in addition to more stuff you probably already got laying around the house. So Fire King, like I said, it's a really good deck, really under the radar. It kind of loses to Abyss Dweller, but a good pilot can play around Abyss Dweller. Dinkabooey once again did play around Abyss Dweller in his top cut matchups. So with that being said, I had to bring up Fire King because it's a really good deck. I think it's a solid deck you guys should be picking up. Number 4, Tenpai Sky Striker. Now, bro, this is a deck I personally run into a lot at locals. By one specific player, my boy Tim, shout out to him. The deck is really resilient. It craps on pure Rizo variants, mainly because the deck, it runs all board breakers. They don't care about hand traps, they don't care about Mocharmies, they don't care about none of that expensive crap. Sky Striker Engine, Widow Wankers, they're dirt cheap. Book of Eclipse, you can get the common ones dirt cheap. You can even run Book of Moon. It's not that bad. And guess what you get out of that? A quick deck that can OTK. I think the only card that somewhat is money is the one Tenpai Synchro that says you can't use, I don't even know if it's a Tenpai Synchro. I think it's just a regular Synchro monster that says you can't use card effects during the battle phase and it can attack multiple times. That card jumped up in value when Tenpai was at its peak. I'm pretty sure it's dropped down a lot. And if you guys want to invest a little bit of money into it, even though the ban list is around the corner, I don't recommend this. You guys have the Fiendsmith stuff. So if you guys have Fiendsmith stuff that's just laying around that you guys don't want to use anymore, put it into a Tenpai deck. Steal some wins at locals. Piss people off. Trust me. You guys won't regret that you did all that. Tenpai is definitely under the radar. Still topping regionals. Chandra being a 1 is a big thing, and it's a big reason why the deck is still doing good. So why not try the deck out right now while it's still viable? I don't predict the deck getting hit, but only God knows what's going to happen on Konami ban list next set. However, with that being said, it's an easy pickup, really budget for locals. And like I said, you don't have to invest not a lot of big money. Just run board breakers and go from there. Number 3, Mermaids. Now, this is a money budget deck. You do have to invest a little bit of money into that. But what you get is a highly skilled, highly sought after, highly piloted deck on Dueling Book, that is. And a little bit on the local scene as well, if you guys got some loyal water players. What Mermaids give you guys outside of other decks in this format is a really good combo deck that can just play through stuff. The Mermaid's biggest issue is Abyss Dweller. So if you're playing against a rival player, 9 times out of 10, they're going to go Blind Dweller going first. And if they're not going to go Blind Dweller going first, they're going to go Baguska and or Blind Dweller going game 2 and 3. However, with that being said, just like Tenpai Striker, Mermaids decided in board breakers. Mermaids going first, however, have a monster that can look in your opponent's hand, rip their hand traps. They could set up a board with Totally Awesome, which is an Omni Negate, on top of having just a lot of plays that play through hand traps. Like I said, their biggest weakness is honestly Abyss Dweller. I mean, every deck kind of get craps on by Fuwalos. Fuwalos doesn't kill it, but it slows it down. And Droll Lock Bird combo with like an infinite impermanence test timed properly will slow the deck down. But the best thing about this deck is a lot of players don't know how to play against it. So if you guys are running this deck and you learn the basic combos, you guys are going to be this much higher and ahead of everyone else. Like I said, it's a really skillful deck, really great, really powerful. Don't sleep on it. It can OTK like crazy, and it hand rips, which is why the deck is really good, which is why a lot of players pick it up, which is why you guys are going to always see it in this format at least. Top of regionals here and there. It's going to top a YCS here and there. Or make day 2, which is pretty damn good for a rogue deck that doesn't take a lot of investment. And like I said, It can get crapped on by Bryzel, but it can crap on Malice. And with that being said, check it out. It's a really good deck to try out, and it's very powerful. Don't sleep on Marmels. If you guys do, you will get cooked. Number 2, Buster Blader Blue Eyes, bruh. So everybody know Blue Eyes is a deck. To me, it's one of the top 5 best decks of the format. I don't consider Blue Eyes rogue. A lot of you guys think Blue Eyes is free. Feel free to argue that in the comments down below. Is Blue Eyes free? Let me know. But Blue Eyes Buster Blader, dog, man, check it out. That deck will screw you over big time. Reason being, the Buster Blader stuff is really resilient to locking the opponent out, because one trap card gets you a field that's pretty much says you can't play Yu-Gi-Oh! And when you combo that with the Blue Eyes stuff, with the Omni gets the Blue Eyes stuff to do, and the big monsters that the Blue Eyes deck can bring out, you're gonna get pushed in. You're gonna get OTK'd. Like dude said in Trainer Day, you ever had your shit pushed in? Play against a Buster Blader deck. Shout out to my boy JoJo for popularizing that deck. Play against a Buster Blader deck and watch what happens to you. They're gonna all in your face, and it's gonna hurt, because that deck locks you out of your extra deck. They combo really good. You don't know what the hell is going on. You reveal you have Ash Blossom on a trap, which does not work because the trap cannot be Ash Blossom because it sends for cost. And the cards that sends for cost makes the monsters that allows them to lock you out of your extra deck and turn your whole field dragon. And if you're playing Blue Eyes, guys, guess what? You're gonna get cooked playing against that deck. Like I said, very resilient, very good. You have to have experience with that deck to know what you're doing. So if you're gonna ask them to pilot that deck, you can definitely whoop on people and catch them off guard, and definitely get you a YCS top if your parents are round up properly and you're playing against people who are not prepared for that deck. And the best rogue deck you guys want to try out this format, one of the best, because like 1 is not better than 5, 5 is not better than 1. These are all good to me personally. Cristrons. Shout out to my boy Yasin. He put me on this deck. And a lot of people doing the book too. Very resilient going first, very resilient going second. Can play through hand traps. Fuwalos don't shut it down. It has multiple different combo lines it can do through Dweller, through Fuwalos, through a lot of different things. The thing that kills this deck, and it doesn't even kill it, it hurts it a lot depending on the hand, is Artifact Lancia. And the reason why Artifact Lancia is in the format is because of Malice. In a world where people are not running Malice as much, Crystron will reign supreme because the deck is really good. It quick synchros on the opponent's turn. And in all honesty, it's very scary. It can effectively FTK if gone uninterrupted, allowing you to win most of the games going first. Same thing like a lot of these decks though, going second against Ryzel's Mind Dweller will be a thing. But if the TCG does like the OCG did, I'm pretty sure Abyss Dweller will get hit on the next ban list, effectively making his deck better. The deck did do pretty good in the OCG, have some popularity, and it's okay in the TCG. It almost topped a few YCSs getting day 2, but getting very close, but not good enough. However, with that being said, with the right pilot, this deck can cook just like every other deck on this list. Also, honorable mention, don't know much about this deck, but I just want to talk about it because I hear it mentioned a lot. Memento, I did watch a few videos on it. I just didn't feel comfortable bringing it up in this video because I don't know everything about this deck. I just heard it's really good, and it's also another under the radar deck that you guys could add to this list of best decks to play that are rogue. So with all that being said, post your opinions about this video. Comment section down below. Like the video if you're new here. Want to subscribe for more, subscribe for more. We're almost at 22K subs. Make sure to check out my channel sponsors about these decks in the description down below. TradingCardMint.com. Save 7% off on all your orders. And Imperium Duelist save 10% off on awesome playmats like the ones I use on my vlogs and sleeves and etc. So, it's your boy Rogue Hero bringing you guys another top 5, and I'm signing out. Peace. See you guys in the next video.